Okay. Now I would like to introduce myself a little bit. I am MD Maidur Rahman Talukdar, Technical Sales Advisor, Southeast Asia. I am the responsible person from Fronius to follow up entire Southeast Asia market. Today during my presentation, if you have any question on these topics, then please you can write on chat box. I will try to give your question answer after my presentation. And if it is not possible, then of course I will send your question answer later through email. Okay, now let's look at the agenda for this webinar today. First, I will explain about the Fronius commercial inverter. Mainly, I will focus on the technical specification of our commercial inverters. Then I will talk about the system design that can give the more flexible, maximum flexibility for your commercial project. Then I will explain about the technical and the economical advantages, and finally I will talk about the option that you can add also with our inverters. First of all, let's start with our commercial inverters. Fronius Eco 25 and 27 kilowatt and Symo 10 to 20 kilowatt inverters are suitable for commercial solution. So now I will show the specification of Eco and the Symo inverter, and will explain the technical features that you need to consider for your commercial project design. Fronius Eco, from the name you can understand eco means the economical. That means this inverter is more economical to use for your project. Eco inverter comes with two power classes. One is the 25 kilowatt and another one 27 kilowatt. Now if you look at the MPP voltage range, then you can see it is narrow MPP voltage range from 580 to 850 volt, because we are not using the DC booster for this inverter. So the eco inverter weight is very less, only 35.7 kilo, and it has just one MPP tracker. I will explain the reason, the more detail about this in my next slides. Then Fronius Symo. Fronius Symo here, the Symo means the symmetrical fit in. Symo power range is from 10 to 20 kilowatt, mainly used for the commercial project. For this inverter, we have very wide MPP voltage range. Here you can see from 200 volt to 800 volt. Symo has the 2 MPP tracker, so you can use this inverter where you have the defined roof orientation in your commercial project. The Fronius Symo and Fronius Eco both are suitable for indoor and outdoor installation, because um, it's come with the highest protection class, the IP66, and both are the same housing, same mounting, and same monitoring system. So now the main interesting things of this webinar, the optimum system design for commercial projects. Here you can see the main difference between Fronius Eco and the Fronius Symo inverter. So again, Eco has one MPP tracker and the Symo has the two MPP tracker. Symo has the wide MPP voltage range compared the Eco MPP voltage range. But Eco has the light, as the highest power density, since we are not using the DC booster in this inverter. That's why it lightweight and less price. Uh, as we know, the Eco inverter MPP voltage range is very narrow. So what we can do to get the maximum flexibility in our system design, that you can combine the Eco inverter with Symo inverters. So you can fit typically an example 25 kilowatt for Eco 25 or 30 kilowatt for Eco 27, depend on, of course, which panel you are using. Then the rest panel you can go for Symo inverters. So you will get the very uniform installation, same monitoring, same mounting, same service concept. Basically everything same except except the string fuse of Eco. But what we will see basically from this design, the flexibility in system design and very low cost. What we can say that Eco is the cost attractive compare than other inverter of the market. And to add SIMO, you will get the more strength. So that means the flexibility and low cost. Here is an example where we talk about 100 kilowatt installation. Here is using REC 260 watt 384 pieces panel. For use a 30 kilowatt block Eco 27, that means the 5 string, and each string here you can see the 23 panels. Therefore we build the 3 unit, so it's make the total 90 kilowatt. And for the rest, that means for the 39 panels, the total is the 10 kilowatt for 10 kilowatt that can use for our SIMO 10 kilowatt inverter. So I got a low cost from the 3 Eco, and from the SIMO we can get the flexibility. Okay, now let's talk the detail about Fronius technical and economical advantages of Fronius Eco and the SIMO inverters. Uh, the DC isolator already inbuilt inside our inverter, then with maintaining the installation standard, so there is no additional DC isolation needed for this inverter. That can save the system cost. Then the IP protection class, our commercial inverter comes with IP66 protection class. IP66 means it is completely dust tight and it is protected against the strong water jet from any angle. So of course it is suitable for outdoor and indoor installation. Then let's talk about the ventilation system. Eco is our most efficient inverter from what we have, and of course it need the cooling. And for the cooling, we use the active and passive, but both cooling systems. So there are aluminum heat sink in the back of the inverter. Two variable speed regulator fan use. Depend on the temperature that the fan speed change. One fan mainly used to cooling the heat sink. That fan sucks the air from the right side of the inverter, and the hot air goes out from the top. And one use the inside circulation to prevent the hot spot. Since the air inlet on right side and the outlet on top, so side by side, you can install this inverter. Just you need to maintain 100 millimeter space between two inverter installation. Here you can see the official derating behavior of active and passive cooling system. Here x-axis you can see the ambient temperature, and y-axis you can see the output power. You can see the blue a passive. Here you can see the blue a passive cooling system in derating at 30 degrees Celsius. That lower down the output voltage. Otherwise, the internal temperature would be too hot. As we know that the hot temperature is really bad for power electronics, and in comparison with that, the Eco is still running. Here you can see the Eco is still running, and it start the derating after 45 degrees Celsius. So over the year, you can gain the more yield, which means the more money. When we talk about the monitoring, then there are two options of our snap inverter. One is full version. That means the data manager, the brain of monitoring system, will be integrated inside the inverter. Another version is the light version, where the data manager is not integrated inside the inverter. um, okay, now in single project, if you use more than one inverter, then for monitoring you can use one full version inverter in master mode and other full version inverter as slave mode. So you can use light or you can use the light version inverters to reduce the system monitoring cost. So the best solution can be you can just use one full version inverter in master and the other a light version inverter. Under one full version master inverter, you can monitor up to 99 inverters, but we recommend under one master inverter to use 30 light inverters. So if there any problem happen in communication cable, then you can easily find out. For the cable communication, you need to make a daisy chain closed loop connection, and by using the RJ45 termination plug, you can make the closed loop, and the maximum length of total communication cable can be highly 1000 meter. Eco inverter is a single tracking unit, and it has the 6 string dual pole fusing. That means the total 12 fuse holder. Inverter itself come without the fuse, only with bolt. So you can plug in the correct fuse according to the panel that you are using. Then would be another option, the MC4, and our big housing inverter Eco 25 and 27, um, 27, and the SIMO 10 to 20 kilowatt as the free space inside the DIN rail. Here you can see the DIN rail to fix the DC surge protection device. If the cable cross section area, more higher than that means more than the 16 mm square, then you can use the DC connection kit and can fix up to 35 mm square cable. Here you can see the closely the integrated string fuse. Left hand here you can see the DC plus, and the right hand here you can see the DC minus fuse holder. As I already informed, the Eco inverter has a single tracker. Under this tracker, there is a 6 string, and this 6 string divided into 2 measuring channel. Each channel, each channel there is the 3 strings. By the measuring channel, you are able to know if there any fault happen in any string. That means if any string fuse blown, so you can get the message for this one, so you can easily understand that okay, if there is any problem in any string. For over voltage protection device, you can use the type 1 and type 1 plus 2. Type 2 mainly used for the indirect lighting protection, and type 1 plus 2 for the for the direct lighting protection. For single MPP tracker, need to use just one over voltage protection, and the multiple MPP tracker need to use 2 over voltage protection device. Okay, now if you come across the project which is really large or ground mount installation, for this we have the power package. Power package means the arrangement of the multiple SIMO and the Eco inverter in conjunction with Fronius AC combiner box and the pre-manufactured cable. So it is basically an individual package that we can do customize for you. For example, you can go with Fronius inverters and combiner box, but without the cable, and you can choose from the option that even you want to have the empty MC4 cable, or not still to go with the screw terminal. Now we have the opportunity. Now you have the opportunity to participate in our Fronius reference challenge from 4th February to 31st of May. You can send us your most impressive and innovative installation and can take the chance to win a DJI drone. You can find the all detailed information under this link, that is fronius.com/winddrawn. What you need to do to participate in our Fronius reference challenge, first you need to download the reference checklist. Then you need to fill in all required information. Then you can collect your PB project picture, maintaining our guideline. The main thing is that the picture resolution must be the 300 dpi. Then you need to fill in the online form and upload the reference checklist and the pictures. Important things, the installation must include at least one Fronius solution, and the submitted installation must be in Fronius Solar Web portal. Okay, now there is one cashback promotion running on from Fronius only for installer. Installer need to register online for the cashback promotion from our subscription page. In here, you can see the fronius.com/cashback. This promotion applies for our Primo 3 to 8.2 kilowatt and Symo 3 to 10 kilowatt, as well as for s.r.o hybrid 3 to 5 kilowatt inverter. Important things, so the inverter must be installed between 1st February 2019 to 30 June 2019 and have to be registered in Fronius Solar Web portal. And have to submit the data at least once within this period. As cashback promotion, installer will receive the 50 euro cashback per inverter, and in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, and Singapore are valid for this promotion. And at least 5 inverter must be installed and registered within the promotion period in order to qualify for cashback. Okay, I am at the end of my presentation today. Still, if you have you have some time to ask some question, and of course you can also contact with us later. Hope you may already know that the webinar presentation and the recording will be distributed to you all after this event. I hope you enjoyed the webinar and got a clear idea about the optimal commercial project design with Fronius Eco and the Symo inverter. So thanks again for everyone to joining with us, and have a good day.